Hello everyone, I'm Anna. Do you have pets? According to research, in the second half of 2020, the number of pets in Taiwan is predicted to surpass that of children aged 15 years or younger for the first time. Are you wondering why more young couples are not considering having babies more than ever and are looking to have pets instead? Vet and Taipei City Council Dr. Yang finds that the attitude of pet owners towards pets has changed a lot over the last decade. Take dogs, for example. They were mainly used as watchdogs for home safety, but now they have become members of the family. Today, dogs are being taken care of by their owner rather than taking care of the owner. At the same time, medical care for pets has improved rapidly. For instance, before we didn't have medicine or vaccines for heartworm disease in dogs, and medical facilities were not advanced. That has all changed.
在过去的10年当中，有太多先进的医疗设备。
Over the past 10 years, there have been numerous advances in medical technology, coupled with new drugs and medical equipment, so that pets can be better taken care of. Tomography, CT scans, nuclear magnetic resonance MRIs, cataract surgery, and artificial joint replacements are just a few examples of how veterinarian science has caught up with medical treatment originally meant just for humans. When I first began practicing 20 or 30 years ago, dogs generally lived just beyond 10 years of age. At that time, there was no vaccination or preventive medicine. Now, there are many dogs living past 15 years of age.
Dr. Yang has found that because so many people nowadays prefer living alone, being single has stimulated people's desire to raise pets. Since the economy has grown steadily in general, more and more people can afford to take care of their pets better than ever before. In addition to diet, other aspects of their pet's life, such as playtime and health, are now being looked at. Today's new breed of pet owners is very conscious of all their pets' needs. As such, the pet market is gradually expanding. Dr. Yang said that according to statistics, pet owners spend the most money on food, followed by grooming, pet training, and then veterinarians. For a dog like a poodle, bathing and grooming costs $2,000 a month and $24,000 a year on average. Of course, not everyone has a poodle, but the cost of grooming can become a huge figure. It is estimated that the average annual expenditure for every pet dog and cat is 15,000 to 16,000 NT dollars. Multiplying the above by 2.95 million pets points to nearly 50 billion NT dollars in business opportunities per year. Technological advancements have also led to improved pet products. Today, pet feeding machines can tell whether the food has been eaten as well as distribute exact measurements of food. The litter box has become like a toilet and can keep itself at room temperature, warm in winter and cool in summer. There are even electric cat toilets that flush waste automatically. People aren't just pushing pets in baby strollers anymore. Today's pet owners buy pet strollers and luxury ones at that. There are even strollers that cost 20,000 to 30,000 NT dollars on the market to meet the growing demand. Now you can also buy cat trees that will run you about 20,000 NT dollars, and of course, there is a waiting list. Pet foods are also changing with each passing day. Now there is pet food with or without grains, as well as low allergenic pet food and even freeze-dried pet food. The latter has become quite popular in Europe and the United States over the past few years. The next step for the pet food industry is how to sell raw meat to you for your dogs and cats.
我现在发现一个现象，就以前都是
It used to be that pet owners like me would buy the same pet food for years and years. My dog had been eating the same kind of food forever, but not anymore. Pet owners today like to switch it up. Today, pet owners know that they should change pet food on a regular basis in order for their pets to get more balanced nutrition. Today's pet owners learn about all kinds of pet food. There are many high-priced brands on the market, specifically developed for new owners and their needs.
Modern pet owners take care of their pets in every possible way. In recent years, there has been a surge of pet psychologists opening practices. They not only understand your pet's feelings, but can also translate your loving feelings to the pet in a language that it understands. After the pet communicator and the animal develop an understanding, the pet communicator serves as a bridge between the pet and the owner, relaying messages back and forth. Sometimes mental images will be the basis of the messages, but other times senses, such as smell, may be the basis on which pet communication is based.
当我们看清楚宠物的模样之后，
When we have a real understanding of the pet, we will relay a message of kindness and love to them, allowing the animal to respond. After I receive a clear response or a message, then I know that I have made a connection with the pet. That's when we can start communicating. In the process of communication, there's no need to make eye contact with the pets for the entire session. During sessions, some pets are very busy. When they come to my place, they may think, "Where am I?" And they keep walking around checking things out. They don't always sit still and respond directly. Yes, correct.
From cradle to grave, pets are now getting the same kind of attention regarding health and sickness as people do. In order to protect the health of pets, pet health checks have become indispensable. For your average puppy or younger dogs, an owner can get a health check every year. This allows concerned owners to find out whether their pet has any genetic, congenital, or any infectious diseases sooner rather than later. Annual periodic screenings are a great way to keep tabs on your animal's health. We also recommend that health checks for elderly dogs be done at least once a year. If your pet has kidney disease, hormonal disease, or another systemic disease, the pet's owner should heed the veterinarian's instruction. They may need to bring their pet in for an examination once every 3 to 6 months. Examinations are divided into multiple levels. A basic level examination would include a blood test, urine test, and electrocardiogram. More advanced examinations include cardiac ultrasound, abdominal ultrasound, an MRI, nuclear magnetic resonance, X-rays, etc.
这个宠物产业都一直是这样子啊，因为
The pet industry has always been like this. Since I entered the veterinarian science industry with a medical background, as a medical examiner, I actually saw this coming. That is, I was able to witness this development, and it's great. Secondly, the development of pet medicines and healthcare will become more and more well-rounded and thorough, much like the medical industry for people. Just look at the kind of services they are for people, and that will be the future of veterinarian science.
Compared to pets being spoiled, stray cats and dogs are far less fortunate. While stray cats and dogs are no longer euthanized, they're no longer allowed to reproduce. In the past, no one cared about these animals and felt disconnected from the issue. But now that there are so many stray cats and dogs, they threaten the safety of residents everywhere. Many are surprised that the stray animal problem has gotten this serious, but we now understand the necessity and urgency of ligating, spaying stray animals. Ray, the director of the animal rights documentary 12 Nights, said that the Council of Agriculture has estimated the number of dog owners in Taiwan at around 1.47 million, yet less than 60% of those dogs have been ligated. However, in recent years, a group of doctors has volunteered to help these dogs all across Taiwan. Fortunately, awareness of the seriousness of the issue has become mainstream.
Now, animal shelters are at full capacity year in and year out. Stray dogs are running around every county and city. People are told that the number of applicants to adopt strays is not enough. They're at capacity and can't even go out on a call to pick up a stray. Local representatives call them upset, asking, "How can this be? The problem is very serious. You must come. If you don't come, there will be bigger problems later, and animal control will have to deal with it then."
Currently, these trends continue to develop. Looking to the future, pet business opportunities will be unlimited, and the reproduction rate of stray cats and dogs should lessen over time. It is expected that Taiwan, like Germany, will no longer have stray cats and dogs in the future. The pet care industry is also expected to develop more business models, such as pet insurance for both medical and accident insurance. Long-term care providers for pets and tree burials for pets are also predicted to enter the marketplace. All kinds of services reserved exclusively for people will eventually be used to care for pets. The prospects for the pet economy are promising. Do you have pets? Are you eager to enter the pet care industry? Regardless, we hope you've picked up some new and useful English terms from this episode. See you on Funday website.